Hello everyone. So in this video again we'll be discussing a very interesting question pertaining to polynomials. So let's take a look. Let S be the number of ordered pairs with integers a comma b with a greater than equal to 1 and less than equal to 100 and b is greater than equal to 0 such that polynomial x square plus ax plus b can be factored into the products of two not necessarily distinct linear factor with integer coefficient. Find the remainder s when s is divided by 1000. So let's take a look. So let's say let the linear factors equal to say x plus c into x plus d. Okay, so let this be the linear factor. So simply we are assuming that x square equal to it would actually give us this particular term. So and these are c and d are particularly the two roots. Okay, so therefore we can actually see a will be sum of roots, that is c plus d, and b will be the product of roots, that is c into d. So I hope this is clear. So now since we know a ranges from minus 1 a ranges from 1 to 100, so therefore c and d both will be positive terms or non-negative terms. Positive terms, okay, or non-negative, that's what we are saying. Also, as a cannot be equal to 0 because of the range, so therefore at least one among c or d has to be greater than 0. So I hope this much is clear regarding the basically the criteria for both c and d in general. So also one more thing, as a will be less than equal to less than or greater than 100, so therefore c plus d should also be less than equal to 100. So it can be anything on that sort. So hopefully this much point is clear again. And now again if we talk about b is given that it can be greater than equal to 0. So again uh, both similar conditions again apply, means c or d cannot be at least one has to be greater than equal to 0, other can be 0 in accordance to that as well. So similar conditions as a similar conditions as previous. Okay, so this is what are all the criteria or the constraints that we have to keep in mind. Okay, so now with that said, now having said that, let's again take a look at how we can proceed on this further. Okay, so essentially if we actually plot the solutions on a triangle, we get a triangle on a coordinate plane. Okay, if we simply plot the solutions, we actually get a triangle on a coordinate plane with triangles vertices b 0 comma 0 0 comma 100 100 comma 0. So these are the three. Okay, so these are the, because simply a plus b has to be less than 100, so we have taken the extremities of the same. So the triangle will be something on this sort. Okay, so this particular point be 0 comma 0, this will be 100 comma 0. Basically right angle triangle, sorry, my bad. It would be something on this lines, 0 0 100 0 and 0 100. So this 0 comma 0 or this particular thing we cannot be used because both c and d cannot together be 0. So only our point of consideration would be uh, 0, 100 and 100, 0. Okay, so with that said, so the top right hand corner, if we actually consider this particular point in the figure I'm giving you, this will be simply 1, 1, or it will represent a square. So there is a square with top right corner 1, 1. Okay, so I hope this much is clear. So one thing we need to keep in mind while going forward is that C and D, we can actually use them interchangeably, and since they always end up giving A and B anyways, so therefore we can simply draw a line from 1, 1 to 50, 50. Okay, so basically we can simply draw a line 1, 1 to 50, 50. Okay, that would simply be designated as halves of our solution. So if we take a look at our pattern itself, so we have uh, something like for pattern, let me just write it here. For pattern 1, 1 to 50, 50, we have basically 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus dot 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 till 51 solutions. Okay, and for pattern from 51 to 49 to again subsequently 100 to 0, we have 50 plus 49 plus 48 plus dot plus 1 solutions. So, since we can decrease the y value by 1 until 0 for each coordinate. Okay. And now if I'm supposed to add them, then adding them up, we get 2 into 51 by 2 into 50 terms plus 50 plus, okay, sorry, my bad, A plus B by 2. First term plus last term by 2 into total number of terms plus again first term plus last term by 2 into total number of terms, which in turn would give us 2600, which if we divide by 100 or if we divide by 1000 would simply give us answer as 600, which is our remainder. So this is our solution. So hopefully this thing is clear to you, the process involved to solving this question. I'd suggest you go through the video a couple of times so that you can get a clear understanding of the approach that we have taken, and also try to solve this question on your own with this video as a reference so that you can get a better understanding on how we came about with the solution of this particular question altogether. So with that said, hopefully everything is clear to you. Again, I'd say that solve this question with this video as a reference only, and then try to view it multiple times for a clear understanding of the same. So with that said, I'm signing off. Thank you so much.